Alright, hello and welcome to Crusader Kings 2. We are starting at the Charlemagne start here. Turn that down just a little bit. We'll start at the Charlemagne start, and we are playing as Croatia. Um, our culture is Croatian, I believe. Yeah, Croatian. Sucks. Is there air any better? Not much. Okay, so we're gonna look over things a little bit here, see where we sit. So we'll go to our one marshal will hurt us quite a bit. We have almost no troops. That sucks. Our heir, that's our son there. He does not have nearly as many troops as our other guy. So that's that. All right. So we'll take our council, and we'll have you improve relations with him because he's got more power. We'll need to train troops, collect taxes, steal technology from the Byzantines, and research cultural technology. And we're going to make our ambition to improve martial ability because any improvement there would be awesome. Alright, so we'll just let it go a little slow here to start. Our aim is we want to become the emperors of the Byzantine Empire because we are in fact in the de jure Byzantine Empire, so I think that's going to be the goal. And the Byzantines also, just in general, for survival, we're going to have to take them out or whoever ends up replacing them because the Abbasids do, with some regularity, successfully defeat the Byzantines and just sort of take them over. So I think the general goal should probably be to... okay, someone's trying to turn us to Catholic. We're not going to try too hard to stay Slavic, just because it's going to be really difficult, and I'll show you why in just a second, but we don't want to give up this easily. And also, if we put him in prison, since he's a count, we'll be able to sell him back for a nice little profit. He doesn't have the money yet, but he will before too long, so. So here, looking at the religion tab, all of the Slavic holy sites are up there, so to reform it will be very, very difficult for us because you have to, if you want to reform it, you have to control 3 of them on your own. So we'd have to expand all the way up there, and that'd take a long, long time. So the reality is we probably will not be able to stick with the Slavic religion, although if we can, that'd be awesome. But I'm not making that a too high of a priority. If we have to switch to Catholic or Orthodox or even potentially Sunni or Shia, I suppose it could end up being. Regardless, if it means survival versus death, swapping religions is going to be acceptable. So one thing to keep in mind is we do have 40 gold in our back pocket right there. Once we can ransom him, we get to hold the Jarillo festival as a Slavic, which is just some sort of, it's a festival of the fertility god. So it's probably a pretty exciting festival, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I'm thinking my general strategy for taking on the Byzantines is obviously we can't just go and attack them right now unless they start to lose a bunch of wars here really soon. So the theory will be to sort of expand up here, take these guys out first, just check their levy here. He does have less guys than us. We could maybe take him, but since we've got 40 gold that we can ransom this dude back for, I'm thinking just waiting till we can ransom him back to wherever he's from. I think he's from the Pope. Yeah, from the Pope. We can ransom him back, and then we'll be able to have enough money to get some mercenaries for a little while. And then I'm thinking we'll just use that and we'll just smoke this dude really easily. Shouldn't be too difficult. And potentially then move right on to attacking these guys using subjugation wars on them. Only one of their counties is in the de jure Kingdom of Croatia, so only be able to take one county, but that'll be okay. One thing to keep in mind is that Avaria, or eventually Pannonia, or Hungary, whatever, they're Tengri, so we will be able to do county conquests, individual county conquests against them. So the general plan would be first absorb Slavonia and take the one county from Rashka become king of Croatia, and then sort of expand up this way, hopefully, theoretically at least, take over the rest of Rashka, and maybe even move into Bulgaria. Um, and just generally sort of attack these weaker people. We could also potentially do some damage to Bavaria. They're not very strong. Just generally move up in here against these weaker guys and get a base of power up here, and then move on the Byzantines from there. So that's the general thought process. So yeah, I could get married, but I've got one son. We are on Gavelkind because we are an unreformed pagan, so we have to be. So I'm not gonna risk getting married, or not gonna risk getting married. I'm not gonna get married for fear of potentially producing another son, which would split up our lands a little bit more. And we're 51 anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And the reality is that probably once this character dies, particularly because my martial score, right now the martial score I have sucks, but once he dies, I'll actually be in a good spot, because we'll have 3 counties with which to go out of, which is not very often that you actually gain counties when you die, when you're on Gavelkind. So yeah, we're not going to worry about getting married. If we could start an affair, that'd be great, because if it produces a daughter, then we can legitimize her, and if it produces a son, then just don't legitimize him, and we don't need to worry about him. He'll get a claim, which could potentially end up being annoying, but once again, whatever, not going to affect the Gavelkind. I'm gonna try and not be too gamey with regards to Gavelkind. Like, I'm not gonna just imprison and execute all my younger sons unless there's actually good reason to do so. So this guy really needs to get some more money. But he's not spending money on something. I don't know, maybe we should just attack. We've got like 600 dudes. He's got like 400 some dudes. We could probably just attack him. Well, that'd be quite the war of attrition. We've got almost 700 guys, so yeah, let's just go with that, actually. Subjugation of Croatia. We will raise up our troops and consolidate them right here. We're not going to attack him because we don't want to attack over the river there. And it looks like he's going to move his troops and attack here. So that's actually really good because there's no river. There's no river between here and Senj. So that'll be good. He won't get any of his bonuses. And he's actually as good a commander as we're going to get. So that's actually pretty decent commanders, all things considered. So we're actually going to let him get there. And so, okay, this is... How did he get more guys? Defending versus foreigners. But we're not foreigners. We're all Croatian. Okay, so this is going to be a close. Alright, well, we're going to just move right on them. And see if we can... Although, if we wait a little bit, we could hope that some siege events happen. So we're going to let that get down pretty far before we move on. And hope that some siege events happen, knock down his troop total just a little bit. And we'll take a quick peek-see at this. Okay, he's got crappy marshal, and he's leading at least one of their troops. We'll look at his court here. Veglia, he's actually pretty decent. And... Oh, okay. And he's not that good either. So, yeah, we'll just let that go down a little bit. See if we can get some siege events to knock down his troop total a little bit. We'll speed it up to 4 speed for that. But if it doesn't, then we'll just go attack him. Probably won't make that big of a difference. Let's see. We have more heavy infantry than he does. Actually, a lot more heavy infantry than he does. I don't know. I feel like I'll probably win this fight. So, all right, they did take a little bit of damage to siege events, but we also don't want to let them actually take it. So we're gonna attack them. We're gonna slow it down a little. Looks like we're doing pretty well on that left flank. Alright, we're going to get his right flank. Oh, crap. Oh, alright. Victory. Whew, that was close. That guy in the center flank held out. We may not be able to besiege this. Hopefully we will. Looks like we actually will be able to besiege it. So we may actually be able to get away without having to use mercenaries yet, which would be very nice. You need to get yourself some more money, dude, because I need to take it. We'll see if we can do this without. He must have re-raised. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, we just barely cannot actually, besiege that county. So. Oh, apparently everyone thinks that I'm a big fat coward. And everybody dislikes me now. For the next 5 years. So that kind of sucks. Alright, so. Yeah, I think we'll probably call that an episode for now. So, see you next time.